G'day guys. I thought it was just an opportune time to talk about hunting and your hunting opportunities and the opportunities that are provided to us because of what's available. Many of you are probably aware that right now in the first week of July 2020, the New Zealand government's moving towards total eradication of Himalayan Tahr in New Zealand. Now, if you want to know what that's about, go and check out Robbie Kroger's video on Blood Origins on YouTube, and he explains all the ramifications about it really well and what it's got to us. But I thought I'd give this some personal perspective. For me, what it is about and what it demonstrates is how quickly a situation can change. This year, in 6 months, we've had bushfires and now COVID and travel restrictions. I personally know one person who has been on the Hunting Arrête podcast, Shannon, who had her trip to hunt bull tahr cancelled. She was distraught. She had looked forward to that for ages. But she's picked herself up and got back into it and is hoping to go again next year. Now that hunt's with hard yards hunting with Peter Joseph. Now, maybe his business doesn't exist. Maybe the opportunity to hunt tahr doesn't exist next year. And this is what it's about. Now, this is not about trying to get you to go and demonstrate. What this is about is to say, go and have a think about what is important to you. Because you've seen, and I've seen, and every hunter around the world has seen how quickly things can change. Now, I'll rewind. I started hunting in 1993. That's almost 26, 27 years ago. This year, in just 6 months, we've seen so much change. So many hunts cancelled. So many people that have had missed opportunities. Now, I was going to hunt tahr way back in the mid-late 90s. I first read about it, and if you follow the podcast, you'll know that I first read about tahr in Guns and Game magazine in 1993 or 1994 and thought, that's me. That's to a T. Mountain challenge, I'd love it. But due to varying circumstances, and these are circumstances that affect everyone at different stages of their life, job changes, kids, mortgages, being able to go away with your mates, things as simple as that. It wasn't till 2017 that I got to hunt tahr. And I can tell you, wow, what a life-changing experience. It just blew my mind. From the helicopter flight in, the country was just nothing I'd ever seen. To landing, it was, I think, about 9:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, and where we landed still hadn't seen the sunlight, was still frosted up, and then it just went on from there. We saw beautiful days on the first day, then rain, changed the terrain. They'd had a lot of snow beforehand, which had then melted off and had some rain on it before we got in there, to then the rain on day 2, which melted more, the change in terrain, the change in conditions, the scenery. It's mental overload. It is like drinking from a fire hose. It's just amazing. There is so much going on. You're worried about your gear, your prep. Can you keep up with the guide? All these things are going through your mind. And it wasn't until sort of day 3 that, I was able to sit down and just start enjoying and relaxing and taking it all in. It was incredible. If you've not done anything like that in your life, like travelled outside your country to hunt somewhere else or travel. Say you're North American and you've hunted whitetail all your life and you've never ventured into the Northwest, into Idaho or Montana to hunt elk or mountain goats, or if you've been a European hunter and hunted wild boar and you've never chased free-range red stags, in Scotland, or a Kiwi that's never come and chased sambar in the Vic High Country, or an Australian that's never gone outside, or you're from Africa and you've chased plains game but never experienced the mountains. Get outside your it's not your comfort zone, because there is no comfort in any of it, but get outside your mainstay hunting and experience something else. See the world through another lens. It's such an incredible experience. And why I say that is, now with COVID, particularly Generation Y, you guys have never seen anything like this in your life. Like, at a point where you've been financially able to do these things, yet in a heartbeat, it all stopped. And now, the New Zealand government wants to take this opportunity away from us. This is not a loss for the Kiwis. This is a loss for every hunter around the world. This is a loss for conservation. Who knows what happens to Himalayan Tahr in their home range, and whether the tahr from New Zealand can be transplanted back into their original native landscape at some time in the future and save that. As hunters, we relish and love the places we go. And that gives it value. When someone wants to bulldoze it or do something or change it, we're concerned about that. We step up. We have something to say about it. If, as I've said to myriads of blokes, if they lock up environments, as they often do in Australia and have done in the past in wilderness World Heritage areas, and you aren't allowed in there other than the backpack, then that might be 0.1% of the population that actually ever goes in there. No one gives a shit about it then, because they don't know what's in there. They don't know what's special about it. So if it burns down in bushfires, like many places may have over the last 12 months in Australia, or it gets developed or mined or any other thing, no one's there to stop it, to protect these special places. You eradicate tar, who cares about then the West Coast and the ranges and all those special countries? We've lost an integral connection with why we want to go there. And finally, I'd just like to thank everyone out there that's pushing this issue to enable some publication and informative talk on this, so NZ Tahr Foundation can get a proper collaborative and consultative process with the New Zealand Department of Conservation. That is all we ask, that you engage and consider all the arguments in all their merits, and not talk about something and implement a procedure based on someone's bias and blinkered view of the world. So thanks for watching this video. There's been some less than perfect footage in it. 3 years ago, I wasn't half as skilled as what I was in video production, nor had half the gear available to me. Still learning a heap, so that's not to say that I'm an expert by any means. And like I say, stay active, protect what we love, and get out there and get after it. Thanks a lot, guys.